Another method of asexual reproduction is by spores. Which plants do you think can do that? If spores are used for reproduction, who do you think produces these spores? Well, there are certain simple multicellular plants that have specific organs for reproduction. Let us understand this with the help of an example. Have you ever left a bread packet around for a long time? You do know, right, that bread needs to be consumed within a few days after it's manufactured? What will happen if it's not consumed within a specific time period? It will develop a layer of a fungus on its surface. The fungus is grayish-white cotton-like layer on top of the bread. It's called as bread mold. If you look at this growth under a microscope, you will witness these amazing structures. They resemble tall towers and are interconnected by pipe-like structures. Would you like to know what they are called? They are named as Rhizopus, and the thread-like structure are called the hyphae. Different parts have different names. For example, the root-like threads or the root-like hyphae is called as rhizoids. At the base of these tall structures, can you see these wire-like threads that run around the surface horizontally? What about these vertical thread-like structures? These are another type of specialized hyphae called the sporangiophores. These are called the stolons. What about this blob-like structure here? The blob-like structure at the top is called as the sporangia, which is the main reproductive organ. How does this kind of reproduction take place? The sporangia contains small tiny spores. The walls of this blob are thick in order to protect the spores and thus prevent any damage to them. After a few days, when the blob matures, it bursts and the spores are scattered. This is called as self-dispersal of the spores. Once these spores fall on the surface of the bread, they multiply by mitosis and form a new rhizopus. Do you know what the bread is called in this case? It's called as the substratum. And what does this mean? The base on which the organisms take structural support is called as the substratum. What we just studied is the asexual method of reproduction by spores. In this mode of reproduction, single parent was involved to create new individuals.